You all know him, Michael Peterson.
I'm loving this. Springtime's coming. It's feeling good. Tomorrow's gonna be really nice. One thing I don't like about this time of year, the ticks. I hate those little guys. Anybody else got a tick yet this year?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I hate them. It's worse for my wife. She's like a tick magnet. They absolutely love her. You know, they're kind of like those creepy boyfriends she had before me. You know, they jump on her, they crawl up her sweater and start sucking. She's got to pry them off before she gets a disease, you know. So she's a little grumpy this time of year, you know, and she'll try anything to keep from getting those things. She's even started wearing our dog's flea collar. It's stylish and functional, you know. I promised her, and she's actually up there filming tonight, I promised I wouldn't do any dog jokes. I said, honey, you are barking up the wrong tree. I would never make fun of a husband's best friend. So also this time of year gets me excited about going fishing. I love going fishing. I love putting on my rubber pants and wading around the rivers and streams. I like putting on my rubber pants and walking around the kitchen too, but my wife thinks that's kind of weird. So, steelhead and salmon, those are my favorite fish to catch. I love those guys. And I understand why they fight so hard when you hook them. I mean, imagine if you get yanked out of the water right before you're getting ready to have sex for the first and only time of your entire life. I'd be pissed too. You've been swimming around the ocean for 3 years, avoiding trawlers and orca whales, only to be fooled by some dude in rubber pants. Hey, look, there's a feather tied to a hook. They should have paid more attention in school. Sorry. So I was a stay-at-home dad for the first 6 years of my daughter's life. Really enjoyed that. It was really fun. I would take them around with me to places like story time at the library and the park, and people would always come up to me and go, oh my goodness, they look just like you. I'm like, that's not a compliment. All babies look like me. They're pudgy, balding, and just peed their pants. So eventually my daughter did, I went to a lot of mommy and me groups, and I tried to fit in. You know, I think I did okay being the only guy, you know. I think the moms really liked it when I would mansplain how to breastfeed. I think they appreciated the input, you know. Dads were a little more suspicious, probably because they'd come home from work, you know, and I'd be usually explaining to the women the advantages of nipple shields. They are a very good thing. If you don't know what they are, Google them. You'll thank me later. But eventually they all got over it and appreciated my super tricked out diaper bags, superior swaddling technique, and extensive knowledge of boobs. So, but eventually my daughter, they grew up. They turned into a teenager. Anybody else ever had a teenager or been a teenager? Every morning is like the teenage zombie apocalypse. You know what I'm talking about? It's worst on weekends because you never know when they're going to rise from the grave. It could be noon, it could be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But whatever you do, don't talk to them. They hate that. Worst mistake I made in 18 years of parenting was I said, good morning, sweetheart. How did you sleep? They started growling and came at me. I was able to get away though because teenage zombies are slow. I do have some advice for you. If you do have a teenage zombie and you need to get away from them, you go to the refrigerator, get yourself some orange juice and a big bottle of champagne, and go outside because they hate the light. They won't go outside. Make yourself a big old mimosa and wait for them to go to college. Which, by the way, my daughter finally did. They're in their first year at UW, and I went and picked them up at the train station the other day. This is just kind of a side note. And I see this beautiful young person walking towards me, and I'm just happy to say they no longer look like me. So that's a good thing. They kind of grew out of that. So again, this great weather. Tomorrow's going to be wonderful. I think there's a lot more dogs out lately than normal, right? I was over in Hood River. They got to have a city ordinance. If you don't have a dog, they're going to kick you out. You know, I was at the park the other day. All these dogs are running around checking their pee mail, leaving a message of their own. They got a lot to say. They'll go leave a big data dump in the middle for everybody to enjoy. Good news is they're all friendly though, right? Dogs are all friendly. And you know they are, right? And it's because when that big old Labrador is galloping at you in the park, the owner's always doing the same thing, right? Running behind going, what? Don't worry, he's friendly, he's friendly. I'm friendly too. Guess that means it's okay for me to run over to your picnic. knock over your toddler, lick your wife's face, and pee on your blanket. Because that's what friendlies are allowed to do. If I'm friendly, it's okay. I'm Michael Peterson. Thank you so much for listening.